You got to be okay with working and seeing no results. What's good, everybody? We back again with another video, but today we're here in a yap session. Today we'll be talking about having delayed gratification. So, like I said in the intro, you got to be okay with working and not seeing no immediate results behind the work that you're putting in. I looked up the definition just to give y'all, and this is the definition that I like when it was talking about delayed gratification. It's the ability to delay an impulse for an immediate award to receive a more favorable award at a later time. And I feel like that resonate with a lot of us. Me too, all of us, because we all human at the end of the day. But a lot of us rather get that quick reward that leaves just as quick as it comes than rather sacrificing and working and not seeing no immediate results and getting the reward, excuse me, that's greater than the word that you're trying to get quickly, trying to get that quick outcome, that the fast money, the anything, anything that's trying to come fast. We rather get that rather than just trying to sit back, be a little content with what's going on and understanding that greater is coming. And the reason why I picked that definition is because let's break it down a little bit. The ability to delay an impulse for immediate reward. And that's hard though. Like a lot of people struggle with being content and sitting in one space and sitting at one spot, trying to just knowing that the bigger reward is coming later. It is not coming today. It's not coming tomorrow. But a lot of us struggle with that. An immediate reward, because a lot of us like getting something quick. Like if somebody say, "Give me 10 push-ups," I give you $10 right now. You're gonna do it because it's immediate. It's gonna be an immediate reward. But if they say, "Give me 10 push-ups for every day for a year or whatever," my bad, y'all. I don't even know where I left off at, dog. But yeah, I was about to say, if somebody say give you 10 push-ups every day for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and they say what you get a band out of it. A lot of people not really gonna do that because even though a band not a lot of money for it to be doing it that much. But it's a small task though. So some people probably would do it. But some people probably want to do it is because they don't want to wait. And they missing out on the fact that you doing the push-ups. They know they only 10 push-ups, but you're doing 10 push-ups every day. You're you're starting to grow. You're building a resume for yourself. You're fixing on yourself that okay, I'm able to do these small wins every single day. And you're gonna start seeing results on your body. It's just not as fast. So that's just a quick example of like why I like that definition, because the more favorable award in the year or two, the let's make it the 10,000. The $10,000, the more fitter body. Some people are not gonna wait for that. But what you gotta understand is, like I said, you're building a resume for yourself. And as you're building that resume for yourself, you'll be able to look back and know everything that you've done over that time. We're not talking about the push-ups though, but I'm saying period. You have to understand whatever you're doing right now, whether it's what I'm doing, pushing out content, creating clothes, quick promo, go follow Mary Runway, but putting out clothes, or you doing hair, trying to get clients, putting out photos, anything, just because you don't see all the money and the customers rolling your way right now, don't mean they're not gonna come. That doesn't mean that at all. Michael, yeah, doesn't mean that at all. But what you are doing, just because you don't see those results right now, what you are doing, you're building a resume for yourself. And as you're continually, what you're doing, putting out music too. You're steady putting out music. You never know who's watching or who can change your life just like that. But you're building that resume for yourself, and you're able to you're putting yourself out there rather than sitting in one spot and just not doing nothing because you're not getting that reward quick. It's just don't be so quick to give up on something. And it may be hard though, because in those seasons of like the delayed gratification, You may be going through like these tough times, these challenges, and where you want to be at. But just understand, at least you're taking the steps towards you trying to accomplish your goals rather than you not. You just sitting there, you're not doing nothing. Um, the tough times are hard, but the tough times never last though. These slow seasons, they never last. Because that in due season you're gonna reap a harvest. As long as you're sowing the right seeds. But since you're steady working, that comes with you steady working. If you're continually working, you're okay with being content right now, but you're starting trying to better yourself, you're sowing the right seeds to where when it's time for you to reap your harvest, it's gonna come to you out of nowhere. You just don't know where it came from. So I think that's just something we need to understand and be comfortable with having delayed gratifications. And also in that season is where you grow. Let's think about a plant, for example. It take a long time for you to see a plant, what's it called, bud or whatever, or at least just start growing. It's a long time before you start seeing the plant grow. But what you are doing, what you had to do before though, you had to build that foundation. You had to put the seed, put the seed in the ground. You had to add the dirt. You had to add the water. You had to add the sunlight, and then you have to wait. Just put yourself in the shoes of being that plant. In the shoes of being that plant. You putting out content every day, photos and music and everything. That's you. That's you watering your plant. That's you adding your dirt. That's you adding your sunlight consistently every day. Because if you don't water it or give it sunlight every day, it's not going to grow. But you're steady doing what you need to do every day, every other day, whenever you do, whatever your schedule is, you're doing it consistently. You're doing this consistently every day. You're going to start to grow. It's not going to be instant. It's going to be delayed, but it's going to start to grow, just like the plant. It's going to start to grow. It's going to start to bud. It's going to start to grow until it gets to where it's a big and healthy plant or tree or whatever. But still, you get what I'm saying. You're going to get to the point where you straight, like you're going to reap your harvest. So, and that's another way to see, if you don't want to see it that way, is understand sometimes God is working inside of you and not the outside of you. So just because you don't see the results, I said this in the beginning of this is the same thing as doing the push-ups. Just because you're not seeing the results right now, don't mean God is not working on the inside of you. I have what was it? Okay, it's so we fix our eyes on. There's a verse in the Bible that goes over this, but I just don't have the like correct verse, so don't take me word for word. But so we fix our eyes on what is not seen, but on what is seen. Since what is seen is temporary, and what is unseen, is eternal. You steady fixing your eyes on the things that you can't wait to get and everything, not knowing that you're growing as a person. And that's what really matters. Because that business or whatever could end tomorrow, but you grew as a person eternally, which is unseen. You can't see what's going on inside your body. You grew as a person there, and that just starts to carry on. That business is not gonna be there forever or whatever it is, it's not gonna be there forever. But you're starting to grow as a person, and that's what's going to stick with you. I done gave y'all 3 perspectives on how to see and being in the season of delayed gratifications. Another one, I just spoke on it a little bit, but maybe you just in a season of waiting, and you just got to be stagnant. It's like you're doing everything that you possibly can do, and nothing's growing, and nothing's going your way. It's just stagnant. Um, I had went in my notes from it was either church or Bible study I went to, but I just repeat some of the words or give you a summary on what it was about, because it's about what we're talking about right now. Is delay is development. It's a verse from Luke chapter 13 verses 6 through 8. I'm gonna read it to you. Then he told this parable: a man had a fig tree growing in his vineyard, and he went to look for fruit on it, but did not find any. So he said to the man, who took care of the vineyard? For 3 years now I have been coming to look for fruit on this fig tree, and haven't found any. Cut it down. Why should it use up the soil? Sir, the man replied, leave it alone for 1 more year, and I'll dig around it and fertilize it. And that grows to, wow, that kind of sums up the plant metaphor of parable that I gave previously. It's like you may not see nothing growing right now, but if you're consistently digging around it, you're fertilizing it, it's going to eventually grow. You just got to give things time. Like these things don't come overnight. Like I don't. Well, it may be, but overnight success is like very minimum, low to none. Like you're really not gonna see a lot of that. So don't get caught up. Well, they're gonna get off topic for a minute, but don't get caught up in like social media and seeing. You might have seen somebody with no money yesterday or a week ago, and then they posted on social media, they flexing money. Like, don't get caught up in that because one, you don't know what they took, what they did to get what they just got that money, what they did to get the money they're showing right now, and they might be faking, flogging, do whatever. People do that for social media. Let's get back on topic. Um, yeah, like, don't be so quick to give up on something because you don't see the progress. Like the man in this parable was, he was going to cut down the fig tree, but somebody had to come and tell him, no, leave it alone for 1 more year. I'll dig around and fertilize it. Don't be so quick to give up on stuff. Like, because you never know when something's gonna pop for you. And long as you start having that, you have that connection with God and like the Holy Spirit, you're gonna know if something's for you or if it's not for you. And whatever you're being content with or is just stagnant right now, whatever God is digging around, that may be what you need to work on as well. He's probably trying to show you what you need to work on to get where you need to be. So as the man was saying, leave it alone for 1 more year. I'll dig around it and fertilize it. Whatever God is digging around you and making holes in, and you're not seeing no progress, it's probably what you need to work on. He's not going to progress you or give you something if you're not ready for it. So if he's digging the holes around you, then you need to fill them up. You need to fertilize them before you can start reaping your harvest and doing what you supposed to be doing. You're probably fulfilling your purpose in life. So yeah, and it's just you either give up on it or you give more until you start seeing the results. And I know, bro, it get hard, bro. But if you really want something, you're gonna work toward it, and it's in line with God's plan. Then there's no way you can fail because if God, especially if God confirmed it to you, if He said He's going to do this for you, or this is going to happen, His word is not going to come back void. What He said is going to happen, it's going to happen. So you just have to keep working and just switch your perspective to, oh no, it's not here yet. I don't want to quit. Da da da. To okay, maybe it's just something I need to work on, or I'm just building my portfolio, my resume, or whatever. So just be patient in whatever you're going through because and just know that God is going to pull through for you in anything that you're doing, as long as it's aligned with His plans. We all go through like these windows in life where you want to give up on something so bad, but you put in so much work behind it. Like I got a couple of things, man, but it's just don't be impatient about it. Water your seed, water your plant, and you'll be all right. You made it this far, I appreciate you. If you didn't make it this far, if you're seeing this, I appreciate you. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. And go be great, man.